Hi, everyone. My name is Jovan Campos, and welcome to Jovan's Chismes. This is just a very small and important thing to do first, and that is kind of an introduction into what this podcast will be about. So let's get into it. I think for the longest time in my life, there have been those big moments of just kind of what I've always wanted to do and my passions and art. And for the longest time, I've been feeling kind of this rut, feeling this kind of like just stuck in a certain place. And I have been through a lot the past 4 years. Come to think with the last 10 years of my life in this weird, crazy, chaotic, even at times tragic path that I've been led on. And there's so much that I've been meaning to say and do, and figuring out how to be able to get to do those things was very important to me. It was something that I've always just felt that I needed to. And now, after almost 5 years of graduating high school and 4 years of a beautiful relationship and 4 years of learning to finally properly find myself and thrive and become my most authentic self, I owe it to myself to do it in a certain type of way. And that's why the idea of this podcast came to be, this beautiful culmination and creation of so many stories and so many different moments and memories and just life in general. And not to sound too deep or too superficial or too much, but it was absolutely necessary to do it in this way, in this format. And I'm so excited for everyone to finally be able to see it, to hear it, to look at everything that has come to be with it. It's been in the making for so long, and it's been a very hard struggle to get to be able to finish. In my life at the moment now, 23 going on 24, getting to work on this has been so rewarding and so challenging and new. I think that was the other thing that I had to learn, that I can't just simply bring things into being. I have to put in the work and do the things that I have to do. And I have to thank my amazing, for right now, my little team of two, which is just me and my bestie Azazel, who has done nothing but like believed in me these past couple years, and who has really challenged me to push myself even further with these things, and who has kept me on this path. So I thank them a lot for it, and I think everyone is going to see their work and how it turned out. Just as much as I was the voice and the person behind the idea, Azazel has been just as much, if not a crucial part of it, and I love him so much more for that. There's going to be a lot of very different things talking about this in this season, and it's going to be very deep. It's going to be funny. It's going to be loving. It's going to be just joyful. But there's also going to be moments and things that you hear and that we discuss about that can hit very close to home, and that I believe everybody could relate to. Really, that's kind of what I want from this, is a place and a platform where people can fully express themselves and show their stories and be able to get to tell the things that matter, and be able to show the world that there's more perspectives and there's more um, similarities, but also differences with everyone. And I think it was just as important to be able to get to tell those stories. To have also a platform to show what it was like to grow up the way I did, and especially in the culture and the heritage that I have And the family that I came from, their story is ultimately what led to me. My mother's story is what led to mine. My father's is what led to mine. My grandparents and my great grandmother, and so on and so on. And I think it's important to be able to honor them as well through this. Not only is it my life and it's my story, and I'm get to just, not only am I able to tell my story and tell it in such a beautiful and meaningful way, but especially for right now, for this era that I'm in, this finally coming to fruition of my own person and having my eternal sunshine within my own sacred heart just kind of come forward. There, I think that's the other thing that people will notice is that I'm a person of kind of symbols and references and little hidden details everywhere. And as much as I wanted to kind of videotape this and record it for everybody to see, like everyone's live reactions and kind of all of that, I also had to take into account that I'm still new to this. And I'm not going to lie, we have come across problems with kind of all of this and everything. And I feel like it's about time that we just release it and get it out there. And if eventually in the future we get to record and have video to this besides just the audio, then it's going to be great and it's beautiful. But I thank everyone's patience and time for allowing me to take those moments. I am so excited to finally be able to do this because usually with most projects, things never really get done or they never really go anywhere besides this. But now it's one of those things where I'm fully able to just finish it and finally acknowledge the fact that I have been doing this forever and that kind of all my hard work has finally been paying off and that everybody finally gets to see it. And I'm so excited for it. And I am so beyond happy for it. And I have so many people to thank for this. I have so many um, people that just have been at my backing and have been a huge support and who also have been the most patient with me throughout this whole process. And I thank them. So just everything. And I have a beautiful family of friends who I have fully just adored and loved in my life. And without them, things would have been much different. For all I know, my story would not have continued. And I know that's not something people like to hear, but it's the truth and it's honesty. And I feel like this podcast is very honest and very authentic. And not only is it a piece of me and kind of everything finally coming out, but it's the love that I have to give to the world and the love that I choose to give to everyone. And I'm just beyond excited for it. Like my nerves, my anxiety, my hopes, my creativity was all put into this, and I can't wait for everyone to just want more and to keep listening. Getting to be able to do this has been the most fun and has been really moving, and it makes me appreciate everyone so much more. I hope that with this podcast, everyone just finds something to relate to. Whether you're, young and in your 20s and barely starting to figure out life, whether you have gone through so much and you're just looking just to listen to something to listen to it, or whether you're young, queer, and Latina and you just need to listen to other people and other things that you might have gone through yourself. And that's what I hope for this. And I'm so internally grateful for it. I won't say much more than just that. And I have more plans for the future. I have more hopes for the future. But for now, I think just being here in this place is just truly just amazing. And given the fact that I've had so much time to think about it and there's been so many setbacks and so many just things that has happened, I think that taking my time with it was more important because it's a part of me now, and having those parts and taking care of those parts and letting it heal was more important than to get those things out there. And so I thank everyone's time and patience for waiting for it. But the wait is finally over, and I am beyond just hopeful. So thank you all so much. I'm looking forward to a wonderful season. I'm looking forward to everyone's reactions and receptions. I'm looking forward to just simply finally getting it out there. And for what the future holds, I may never know. But for now, I'm going to let things be as is because we can't control that. And I know that. And I'm just very, very, very happy. So thank you all so much for giving me the patience and time. The wait is finally over, people. So be happy about that. Be happy that it's finally done and that we don't have to worry about this anymore. But all right, thank you. That's really all I have to kind of give for now. So until then, bye. Thank you. Mwah. Bye.